You guys, you were following me on my vlog for 2 years, how I worked on the project A New Earth. And now let me announce the book came out and also the exhibition is open. This vlog will be about the book, not so much about the exhibition. The project A New Earth started 2 years ago as a therapy, if I'm honest. I will not go into personal details and circumstances. Let me just say one thing, that this book and the project is dedicated to my son. He is now 2.5 years old, and last 2 years I have not seen him in person. So this project is dedicated to him. And but it's nothing to do with personal, per se, circumstances. It's about the human condition. This project is about the human condition when each of us faces a wall and there are only two ways. One, sink or transcend. Either go crazy or you liberate yourself. And this book and this project is about me getting the best out of the worst. Okay, if we're talking about the book, let me share a few things. All the images are vertical. Why? Because we are talking about transcendence. As I said, when you face a wall, there are two ways, up or down. So this is talking about up. Beside photographs, I also wrote poems that are going very well together with my images.
Would you hold it against me? Would you hold it against me if I died? Now, without a goodbye, just like that in passing? I was everything, now nothing, absolutely nothing. What would you say about all the work not finished, the promises not kept, the love unspoken, the children not nourished? Who will do all this now in my place? And most of all, why? For what? Whose cross not carried to term did I bear on my shoulders, and to whom should I give it? Would you hold it against me if I died? No. Would you hold it against me if now, unannounced, unplanned, without words, just like that, I came alive? I broke all the promises, all the expectations, tore down all the projects like a house of cards, burned all the money orders, gave away all the cash, put down the cross, and simply disappeared, as if I had never existed at all. Would you hold it against me if I didn't die, but only then truly came alive, yet still disappeared? Would you hold it against me if you knew that I was finally happy? Would you? Would you look for me? Why? For what? Would you want me to return, or would you too want, completely unnoticed, sometime to disappear?
And all my images have their own title, The Bridge Across Forever. Father and son. Who is father, who is son? You decide. Embrace, lovers, heart, one, feel one. So the poem Heart. I love this one, love story. It's a very good symbol of this. So basically a very straight line and the human figure, the curves, black, white, high contrast, standing together but being separate by shadow. A love story. And of course the poem goes along with that. Shallow grave. The ego, the burning ego. This I've done with the retouching a glass negative. Venus, Botticelli's The Birth of Venus. Yeah, during the Corona time, I read and watched a lot of videos about painters and the biblical stories like Samson and Delilah and vibration, a poem, To Be or Not to Be. Yeah. So you see, this is kind of heavy, light, dissolving. I love this, because it's talking about disintegrating the ego, disintegrating the personality, who we are, what are we, are we the name and surname, are we nationality. I love this kind of simple compositions, like a huge tree and my little hand. I also retouch the negative here, so it's kind of like an energy spreading, caressing. It's the title. Rough one, rough two. A kiss. Gluhalosa, or in English, deaf forest. Again, disintegrating the ego and personality, kind of like clouds being chipped off, or a comment, like a tail of a comet or a meteorite divided, holding on. Beloved Pain Body talks about destructive patterns of our lives that we are clinging on. Because that's what we know. That's what we are. That's what, it consists us. This one is great. It's the same theme. Come on, open my body, seek and find what I am. Boldly cut deep. What do you see? What do you find? And so on and so on. Sacrifice is this title. Dissolve, decomposition. I love this one. Evaporation. Evaporating the concept of who I am. And don't ask me. Don't ask me. The poem. I love this. My body lying here, this tree like a lid on top, and this trees and branches like vapors. I love this. No bridge, bridge over troubled waters, where this one is no bridge over troubled waters. There is no shortcut, meaning there is no shortcut, no hack. You just have to go through it. Dragging of. We have a saying: the old habit is an iron shirt, dragging you back. And this one, I love this one. It's in Christina's World, so it's a homage to Andrew Wyeth. Wyeth, is that correctly? And again, the poem, nothing here and that there. In Christina's World. Safe. It's okay. Everything is perfect. I love this one. Everything is here. Everything is here is the poem, and this is inside. See those lines here? I am in wet plate for, 11 years. I never have had this issue of getting these lines, but in this photo are just amazing. It's really, really great. King.
King without a kingdom, without subjects, without a court. King without a crown, without a sword, without a scepter. A king in the service of others paces his kingdom upright, proud and courageous, for he knows he is king, and he bows low to everyone, for he knows he has met his equal, the same as him.
Free Spirit. The poster is inspired by Ana Mendieta. work. Footprint and human footprint. The first text is written by the curator of the exhibition, Katarina Deichmann, and the second one is written by Barbara Cataneo. I published all the names of all the supporters and people who, so basically my Patreons and people who bought my prints, like Rob Hope and Hilly Luiting, they from Perth. They bought lots of my prints. And where is my Kingsley? Kingsley. Oh no. Kingsley, okay, Bart. I thought it's not there. So what do you think? I will frankly, honestly, and modestly confess this is the best that I can do. You know, really, like from photography. I mean, I'm in photography all my life, and this is really I included everything inside. Not only that, the book is printed with staccato printing process, which is stochaic printing process, offset printing process, which means that instead of the offset dot, it uses the modulated frequency pattern. Consequently, the resolution is 10 times greater than normal printing process, offset printing process, and it's double the inkjet that you have, the best inkjet. So it's really, really amazing, and I'm very, I mean, consequently it's also much more expensive, but I think every single dime is worth it. This book, at the moment, still has a soft cover, so it's still possible to buy it as a pre-order. Check the link below, and thank you for watching.